If you need a driver's logbook for your EV for business, you need to know where did you go and how far, how many kilowatt hours did you charge, and you don't want to write all of this down yourself, then Tronity is exactly what you need. Tronity connects to your car, a lot of brands are supported, and in the app or in a browser you can see all of this data. You can also manage a whole fleet of EVs and see where they charge at home or for business. Check them out in the link in the description below. So it's time to come to a conclusion. I drove this Volkswagen ID.3 Pure for 2 weeks and I drove, oh my god, almost 3,000 kilometers in it. One long trip. You saw the video. I did the range test, I did the charging test, short trip, long trip. Compared it to an old ID.3 Pro, and it all comes down to this: is the ID.3 Pure worth it? Because it's the cheapest ID.3, and of course with this, like I said, you get the weakest one, the lowest range, the slowest charging. Right now, if you compare the ID.3 Pure to the old Pro, even to the old Pro S, this car is better. Yes, the range is not amazing, but the range is very similar to the old Pro. It charges better, you get more features, and you get the newest software and everything. That's just nice. It charges for the small battery, it charges really well. I'm very surprised. Consumption was okay. It's not that different than to the other cars. Charging with a peak of 150 kilowatt. Totally fine. You get battery preheating and everything. So the range is not amazing. Like I said, at 130 on the highway, under 200 kilometers of range. So if you do a short trip of 200 kilometers, you have to charge. With the Pro, you get, I would say, 20-25 kilometers more. With the Pro S, 100, something like this. So, but you pay more, of course. And so the thing I can say is, if you have an old ID.3 Pro and you were happy with that, you will be happy with an ID.3 Pure new. So you can save the money. If you want to upgrade and you say, I want a bit more range, I want better charging, go for the new Pro, which charges a peak at 170 kilowatt, or even the Pro S, where you get a lot of range and the peak is 180 kilowatt, something like this. But you also have to think, with the Pro, there's not a lot of difference. You get more power, 170 to 204 horsepower. In the Pro S, where you get then from the Pro to Pro S 20 kilowatt more, but also a heavier car. It's a bit in the middle. If power is more important to you, then go for the GTX. GTX rules. Even better battery, a bigger battery, more range, and the most efficient motor and most powerful motor. So I would recommend this. But again, old Pro is the same as new Pure, which is amazing. You can get this car for 33,000 euros in Germany. That's awesome. When it comes to features, if you use it as a city car, you don't need a lot. It's up to you if you need seat heating and stuff like this, and two-zone climate. That's totally up to you. If you go on a few trips, I would recommend, of course, the adaptive cruise control, and if you go on long trips, get the travel assist. It just makes the trip so much more relaxing. Yes, we drove 1600 kilometers without it and it's fine, but I wished it would be there, because it just makes it so much nicer if especially on the highway, if you don't have to hold the steering wheel hard all the time, and if you can look a second away, it's just way more relaxing if it steers itself. Especially on the highway, it's really amazing. I would so recommend that. If it's all about money, the new Pure is amazing. Does a lot of great stuff, has a lot of features. Even the base model is already okay. You don't need electric seats. I had manual seats in my ID.3 Pro first edition Plus, and it was fine. If you have, like we did, me being tall and my wife being very short, then of course going the seat up and down is a lot of work, where here you can just save it, and there it's just pump, takes 10 seconds. That's annoying, but you it's fine. If you don't have the problem, then, and if you drive alone, then you don't need the electric seats at all. But I can recommend the Pure. Really a great car, improved a lot. And the more battery capacity usable is good for range. Not amazing for regen. So when at 80% you don't get full regen, like I said, and if it's a bit cold, not even at 70%, because the buffer is just so small. That's how it is. But on the plus side, if the state of charge is very low, you still get full power, since the power is just 125 kilowatt. So you have to be at very low state of charge to get the power limit. If you want to follow me on Instagram, BatteryLife1, and if you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link in the description below. And here on YouTube, there's also channel membership. And if you want to know what's happening behind the scenes, I have a third YouTube channel, Behind the Battery. But that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.